YouTube, I'm back. Man, you know, 500 subscribers, gotta make another video. Few things I've been holding off on. I'm out in my shop now where I put up a bunch of plastic to help keep the heat in, because I have a little heater that you can't see very well in the dark here because I have my party lights on. And over there is the silhouette of Turbo and 8-Ball and Gorgar. I've got kind of tore apart right now. Oh, I got my old 50s shooter here that I'm still going to be resurrecting. But the big thing I brought you out here for was something that a good friend bought for me as a present. And it is pretty much my holy grail, which is firepower. I love this machine. Wanted it forever. He got it for me. It was awesome. We drove a ridiculous amount of time in one day to go get it and bring it home. I haven't really done much with it. It should have red lane guides up there. Need to change those out, but you know, everything's lit up and everything's working. Plays great. Real quick, a funny story, if you want to call it funny. We got it home and we were setting it up, doing just some work on it. Long story short, I learned something interesting about this machine, which is there are a couple switches on the right flipper button, and you never ever ever want those two switches, those two sets of switches, to come in contact with each other when the machine has power to it. If you do, if you ever do have that happen, you will end up blowing up your driver board. So yeah, that's what happened the day we got it home. That was kind of a bummer. But I have a brand new driver board that's been in it for a while. I've got a Pinball PCB board in it, and I kind of want to show it because I had a good buddy asking about it. So 1 second, I'll set this on the tripod and let you see that board. It's pretty cool. So this is inside the head, and over in the bottom left is the driver board. The original MPU board is connected to it at the right above it. The upper right is the audio and the speech board, and then the power board is the one below that. I've replaced the power board and the driver board with the boards from Pinball PCB. They're absolutely awesome. Let me see if I can zoom this in a little bit. I'm not very good with the tripod bit, but let's try. This is the driver board, and it's pretty techy. It's got lights for everything. So for those of you that really like to know what's going on, it's really good. And the same thing with the power board. You know, it's got a knob up there. You can change it and set it to see all the voltages, incoming, outgoing. You've got LEDs to indicate everything. So when you do have a problem, it's pretty easy to spot it out and get it taken care of. So just to show you the driver board when it runs, and we start this up, it really is kind of a little light show there. Firepower. Not really trying to win, just let you see what the board does. So anyhow, I'll let that drain. Yeah. They're very nice boards. They're designed to work with the original boards, and even better than that, they're designed so that when you have both the MPU and the driver, they're connected without that 40-pin connector, which is known to be a weak spot after many years. So I highly recommend them. And just one other thing, I'll close this up, and then I'll show you a game. But I do have one reason why Gorgar is tore apart is because, well, first of all, I was raiding parts to get this running, but I also have the LED displays out of Gorgar in this. So don't those look nice? Pop this back in. The back glass is okay. Could be better, could be much worse. Very serviceable. And now I'll remove the glass and give you a little gameplay on it. So just a couple things to note before I start a game. There is still some work that needs to be done on the playfield. Most of the inserts are pretty cupped and not doing too good. There's a target or two that needs to be replaced. I do have another playfield that's in better condition to this that I'm going to work over and get clear coated and then eventually swap out. But for now, she's a runner and it's a fun game. I love this game. Let's see if I can do any good. Right down the middle. One ball locked. Unlike other games, multi-balls, you gotta earn it on this one. There's two. That's the hard one to hit too. At least for me. There's There's all three. That's how you play.
1, 2, 3. Deployed. Enemy.
Not bad. Earlier I rolled it over, so I don't feel too bad. Alright, gang. Once again, thank you everybody for subscribing. I appreciate it. I have fun with what I do. I don't do it for money. I do it because I enjoy it, and I share it with people because I hope maybe it will help somebody else doing what I'm doing, whether it's to inspire or maybe show them how to do it wrong, or maybe even on occasion how to do it right. Thanks. Take care, man. Don't let your balls rust.